I'm here with Blanco Tranco. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and what instrument you play?
I'm Tiff and I sing.
I'm Mark and I play bass.
And how would you describe your sound to people who haven't heard you before? What are you about?
Well, it's always an interesting question.
Yeah, Matt started us out talking about melancholic surf rock, but I feel like since that we've branched out. We do a bit of pop, we do a bit of shoegaze, do a bit of indie rock. We defy categorization, if I may be so bold.
Post-punk with a bit of pop.
Nice, I love that. And how long have you guys been performing under Blanco Tranco?
Well, so I was a late addition. They were playing as instrumental for a little bit. So when did you guys form?
Look, it was the colder part of 2019. I think we were not banging around for long before we found Tiff, and then it didn't really come together till then.
I joined late 2019 and we booked in our first gig and then
We all know what happened.
yeah COVID happened and it put things on pause, so
And how'd you come up with the name?
Oh, that was Matt. I didn't actually know this for ages, but I put it together myself because I'm very smart. One of Matt's big influences is Black Marble, the band, post-punk band, and Blanco Tranco means white marble in Italian.
Well, there you go.
So, is that factual?
I think that's my idea of it. Also, if you Google it, it's like a sick kind of like kitchen tile as well.
Oh, okay.
So, pretty basic.
Kitchen tile.
Yeah.
Why not? And what artists inspire you the most?
Ooh.
What artists?
What inspires you?
I don't know. Like when we first started getting together, we were talking about stuff like the Dive. There's a really good American band called Dive, DIIV.
Yeah.
They were really big ones. Sydney band called Mere Women. They were like really big for Matt and for myself as well, and some of us. So a few things like that. What would you say?
I'm all over the shop. I was always very what's it called? Like Midwest emo vibes, like flat bottoms, modern baseball kind of thing, but also I like a bit of a pop element. I'm a little bit of an Olivia Rodrigo fan.
Yeah.
I think it all just kind of comes together.
Yeah, nice. And how do you guys write your songs? Talk me through the process.
So usually it'll be most of the songs Matt will write a kind of demo and then I'll put vocals over it and then we all work on it together. But for our upcoming album, we've had a couple of songs that Mark's written and one that was initially my idea that I wrote back in like 2018 before we met. So
very collaborative.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, we're starting to like branch out, do like things a bit differently. But that's usually the process.
Awesome.
We all contribute, but it's usually it starts with a demo someone uploads and we go from there.
So if he comes in and is like the drum architect and says, "Oh, no, you've written it wrong. It needs to be like this, and then it needs to flow in this way, and then we're gonna have this cool drum beat here." So that's the important part.
She takes us from basic Logic Pro like drum beat to an actual beautiful drum beat.
From banging monkey to like real.
Yeah, love that. And which song is your favorite to perform?
Always Let's the first song we released, and I still find it the most natural to play and the most fun, but Devil's Ivy maybe as well. These are older ones.
Devil's Ivy is also one. I like Rosie is a kind of classic of us. Quite a few times it's been like the closing song, and it's got like a cool kind of crescendo thing. I feel like I'm almost starting to like relax at the end of it because I feel like the gig's almost over, so you don't have to stress as much. So it's a really cool one for me.
Oh, nice.
I agree.
Now some industry questions. Talk me through tonight. Did Brunswick Music Festival people reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? Did you find the opening bands or did they put the night on?
I'm going to handle I'm gonna send this to Mark.
Yeah, so Matt did, he and his wife Louise, they collaborated on a lot of stuff, like our label. They're the masters of writing applications and grant applications and things like that. They put together, I guess, a cracker of just an application to say, hey, Brunswick Music Festival, how about we have this like amazing kind of night with us, like a few kind of atmospheric rock bands, do it at Bogey Seltzer, which has been like a great venue to us. So yeah, no, they were like Brunswick Music Festival were really generous and said yes to us, gave us resources to make it go ahead, and just we asked around a few bands that maybe similar stuff to us. We branched out from bands we like play with all the time and who are new to like try to get like some people we hadn't played with before, some like new blood, like some new kind of connections. So that all came together.
It's been a great
shoegaze vibe.
Great turnout.
Yeah, we've been very happy.
Yeah. And what do you think is the biggest challenge you face in the music industry?
I mean, obviously, COVID set things back. Also, I would say, pre-sale of tickets has been a big thing at the moment.
Yeah.
And actually getting a show together like tonight, it was a big
stressful
feat. It was very stressful because often like you can't get the pre-sale. There was a lot of stress leading up to it, being like, are we gonna be able to have enough to cover costs? The venue stressing out, and then on the night, all these people turn up
on the day.
Yeah,
that's what I tell venues. Like when I used to perform, they're like, you've only sold 2 tickets. I'm like, people don't buy it.
They
until
don't.
The day.
Exactly, and it makes it like for venues, I guess they're like
a bit stressed out.
They don't have the faith in bands to sort of bring in the people, and we often end up not getting paid for a lot of stuff. Like I don't know what you.
Yeah, look, we're kind of privileged to be able to just kind of like all do it as not a day job. So I guess we're not as financially dependent on it, which is good. It's really, for me, it feels like more that like things are harder for the venues. Particularly like rising insurance cost feels like a kind of like unnecessary kind of burden. And like that obviously trickles down to us, but I guess we're not as on the hook for it. So not as stressful for us.
If we're a cover band, we'd be in the money.
That's what we should be doing.
What's your favourite part about performing or the music industry?
Ooh, I just like bringing the songs to life a little bit. We do so much kind of, it's less even practice. It's just more conceptualizing the songs and all that. So it's always cool to have them kind of come to life on stage and have immediate feedback from people. And I'm always nervous, but it always ends up being fun.
Right.
Yeah, just when people are loving it and getting into it, that's the best part.
Yeah, when they get involved. I always tell bands to tell people to come to the front of the stage.
Yes.
My pet peeve is when they're all like just crouched at the back, and it's like, just come to the front. No one's looking at you, they're looking at the people on stage.
It's because like it'll be like 1 or 2 people step forward, and then you've got all these people still behind them, and it's like they feel awkward them being at the front. Well, I'm very lucky to have a group of friends that are right
really
there on the stage looking too close.
And if you had any advice for upcoming artists, what would it be?
Get a logo. Put effort into merch. I think that's one thing we've kind of fallen a little bit short on, is that we've actually had people email us recently being like, we'd love to buy a t-shirt or something like that. We don't have a logo, we don't have any kind of merch or so other than our vinyl. We've done cassettes for our last EP. So I think all that marketing stuff, stickers, that makes a huge difference. And I would say that's been our downfall. But otherwise, just, you love it, keep going with it. But that would be my biggest thing, is that like what I think is way more important than people realize, and it is hard to coordinate that stuff. But
do you have anything to add, or?
I guess keep going, because you never know. Like we played like some nights it's dead, some nights it's packed. You never really like, it's completely inconsistent. So just keep pushing and just keep having nights and keep putting yourself out there. So just be consistent with it.
I think some bands seem like they get big overnight, but it's pretty rare that actually happens. I think it's actually just getting better and better and
being consistent.
allowing yourself to give yourself room for improvement and always keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'll end on a fun question. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh shit. I Want It That Way for a very long time. I'm also a big fan of Night Changes, One Direction.
Yeah, nice. I love that.
That's like my main go-to.
Look. Okay, in my head, it's something like In Excess, but it would be one of those things where if someone recorded it, I'd die from cringe listening back. But in my head, it's like what I'm doing. So like,
I can't imagine Mark doing karaoke personally.
Look, I do it if I've had enough drinks, but
So we can't remember.
Yeah, exactly. There's no evidence. No, don't bring it back up the next morning.
And you're listening to
Elle Out Loud.
Yay.